Hi guys, and welcome to MotoGP and Round 1 at Brno. This season, we are riding with Pedro Acosta on the KTM. Joining me, as ever, in the combox is JP. Now, we struggled in Moto3. How do you think MotoGP is going to go?
Hi everyone. Well, Moto3 we struggled in quali, but our race pace was very good. But in practice on the MotoGP bike, we have been very competitive, so hopefully it will be a good season for us. Today we are starting with the sprint race, which is a quick 6-lap race. Just to give you some information about the track. Brno is a rhythm circuit. You don't stop-start like at Sachsenring instead, you link corners together carrying speed through the long corners. It rewards smoothness, tire conservation, and you need confidence in high-speed entries.
The riders are lined up on the grid with Marc Márquez ready to start in pole position. Just a few more seconds until the lights go out and the Grand Prix begins.
We make a great launch off the line and immediately get a brilliant drive down into turn 1. But look at this, we're 5 wide into the first bend. Everyone is fighting for track space on the brakes. And as we come out of the corner, there's a slight touch with another rider alongside. No harm done, but that shows how tight it is on the opening lap here at Brno.
Yeah, there's not much room when you arrive 5 wide into turn 1. At that angle, you're still releasing the brake and leaning the bike, so the smallest overlap can turn into contact. Lucky for both riders that they stayed upright and held the line.
As we go onto the back straight, Acosta has caught up to the back of Marquez. We try to go the long way around the outside into turn 10, huge bravery on the brakes, but Marquez just holds the line and keeps the position.
That's exactly where Marquez is strongest. Late braking downhill. You have to commit to going around the outside there fully, and he left just enough room to defend it.
Coming out of the final bend, Acosta gets superb traction and passes Marquez on the Ducati as they go onto the main straight. He's got the lead, but only just. And here comes Marquez straight back at him, picks up the toe, pulls out of the slipstream and dives down the inside into turn 1 to retake the lead immediately.
Yeah, that's classic Marquez. He loses the position, but because he stayed close through the corner. But again, we get great traction out of turn 1 and regain the lead. But Marquez dives down the inside and retakes the lead gain. What a battle we are in for.
This is going to be a stonker of a race. We are now riding on board with Pedro Acosta on the KTM. JP, take us for a lap around the Brno track.
Across the line and up through the gears, tucking in tight behind the screen as we climb uphill toward turn 1. Hard on the brakes, downhill on entry, long sweeping right-hander. flick it left for turn 2, then up into turn 3. A blind crest, the rear just skipping slightly as you drive uphill. Eyes already on turn 4, fast right-hander, commit early and trust the grip. We now ride with Morbidelli. Turn 6, flick right, immediately back to the left for 7. Through turn 8 and 9, now back with Acosta. Turn 10, a classic overtaking corner must be precise. Trail brake in, get the bike rotated early.
As we go into lap 5, Acosta is still chasing Marquez for the win. Once again, Acosta gets brilliant traction out of the final corner, hooks it up perfectly and retakes the lead from Marquez as they hammer down the main straight. But he runs a little bit wide into turn 1, leaves the door open, couldn't hold the tight line, and the Ducati fires straight back through to retake the lead.
Yeah, that was always the danger. He did the hard part getting ahead before the braking zone, but turn 1 at Brno falls away slightly on entry. If you miss that apex by half a meter, the bike just drifts wide and the inside is wide open. Marquez doesn't need a second invitation.
As we pan back from that battle at the front, you can see Franco Morbidelli still holding solidly onto P3 on the VR46 machine. He's ridden a really composed race so far.
Yeah, Morbidelli's doing exactly what he needs to clean laps. No drama, saving tyre life, he hasn't overcooked anything. Great ride from the Italian.
As you can see from the helicopter shot, 1st to 8th is still close, not a lot in it. And we now ride on board with the Spanish superstar Pedro Acosta locked on Marquez ahead. You can see how much corner speed he's carrying, really putting pressure on the Ducati through the technical sections.
Yeah, he looks so smooth mid-corner, hardly any correction on the bars, just letting the bike roll and breathe. This is where Acosta is strongest.
Unfortunately, it just isn't quite strong enough this time to catch Marquez. Acosta has thrown everything at him. The Ducati's speed on corner exits keeps him just out of reach. Out of the final corner for the last time and across the line, it's Marc Márquez who takes the checkered flag and wins here at Brno. A masterful defensive ride, soaking up all the pressure lap after lap and never letting Acosta make it stick.
Yeah, brilliant racecraft from Marquez. He knew exactly where he was vulnerable and managed it perfectly. Calm, composed, experienced, that's why he's one of the very best.
Indeed he is, but Pedro Acosta comes home in second. A fantastic ride, aggressive, fearless and right on the limit. He'll know he was close, but that was a statement performance from the young Spaniard.
And Franco Morbidelli brings it home P3 on the VR46 bike, a superb podium, ran his own race, kept it tidy and measured, deserved result. As we look at the Riders' Championship after the sprint, we are in P2 in the championship behind Marc Márquez. In the Teams' Championship, we are in second place, 6 points behind the Ducati Novo team. And finally, Constructors. KTM is 3 points behind again Ducati, so all to play for in the next round.
Thank you for watching, guys, and please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time for more MotoGP.
Bye everyone.